So far we've been using what we know about exponents to solve expressions that have logarithms. We're going to now solve equations that have logarithms. And there's going to be two types of equations. So in the first type, we have a logarithm equal to a number. So in this one, we have log base 2 of 3x minus 5 equals 3. In order to solve this type of equation, we need to rewrite an exponential form. So you might remember some more basic problems that we had where we rewrote a logarithmic expression in exponential form. These are a little more complicated, but the principle is the same. So this 2, don't forget, is the base. The 3 is my exponent. And then so that's going to be 2 to the third, and then that's going to be equal to 3x minus 5. Once we have that, we just solve this like we would solve any other equation. We know that 2 to the third is equal to 8. If we add 5, we get 13. My final answer is x equals 13 over 3. It is important when you're working with logarithms that you make sure that you check your answer, because you actually will have occasions where you get an answer and it doesn't actually work out. So let's check this. We get log base 2 of 3 times 13 over 3 minus 5 is equal to 3. That gives us log base 2 of 13 minus 5, which is 8, is equal to 3. This one checks out, so we're good on that one. Go ahead, pause the video and try number 2. You can even try number 3. You can pause and try number 3 if you think you know what to do on that one. It's not as hard as it looks. So for number 2, we are going to rewrite this as x, that's my base, to the second, that's my exponent, is equal to 25. If I take the square root of both sides, I get x equals plus or minus 5. Don't forget that usually when you take square roots, if you're doing it at both sides, you will have two answers. However, I do want you to think about what are the answers going to be. So let's say we have log base 5 of 25 equals 2. That one's good. One thing that we have is we have this one. If we have a negative exponent, a negative number, actually, even though it looks like it might be right, we are not allowed to have a negative base. So we're going to throw out the negative one. So my answer is going to be x equals 5. So keep in mind, you cannot have a negative base. May not have mentioned that before, but hopefully now you will keep that. You will be able to remember that. For number 3, you are going to set those two insides of those two logarithms together. You really don't have to do a lot of work. So we just get 8x is equal to 5x plus 9. That gives you 3x is equal to 9, or x equals 3. This one, once again, please check your answer. These types of problems are really, really common for giving you a no solution. So just be careful on this. If you put 3 back in, you do get log base 4 of 24 equals log base 4 of 24. We may not know off the top of our head what log base 4 of 24 is. It probably requires a calculator, but those are equal, so we're good on number 3. For this last problem, go ahead and give it a try if you want to. So if I have e to the 8x equals 16, I'm going to, again, rewrite it in exponential form, or in logarithmic form. I get log base e of 16 is equal to 8x. So keep in mind that log base e is the same as ln. So actually my answer for this one is going to be ln of 16 over 8. This is the way to write the answer. Now, you do have an ln button on your calculator. You are completely allowed to use a calculator for these problems. So feel free to work something like this out. So ln of 16 is about 2.7. And then if you divide that by 8, you will get 0.347. So I'm gonna actually write this as an approximately equal to, not an equal to. So you're welcome to keep it in this form, or you can write it as a decimal. Note that the one on the right is not the exact value, that's a rounded off value. The one on the left is the exact value. I do want to warn you on this one. A lot of people end up trying to divide these and they say, oh, 16 divided by 8 is 2, and they get ln of 2. You're welcome to try ln of 2 on your calculator and see what you get. It is not 0.347. That actually doesn't work out. You are not allowed to divide something in a logarithm by something that's outside of it, so just be really careful on that.